to you with the, I guess, kind of a build breakdown on this 77 MPC Pontiac Ventura. It's reached the 99.9% done club. Today I slapped on the drive shaft and I knocked over a bottle behind the car. I slapped on the drive shaft, and I have a couple more things to do. Just a couple. It's enough to call it done-ish, 99.9% done. I still have to put the shocks and the brake master cylinder on it, but for the most part, this thing is ready to sit in the garage with the rest of the built cars. And I had a lot of fun with this. I'm glad that I was able to find this kit and build it. I remember last year when I got this thing, or whenever it was I got it, I have had it for over a year. I was told, not to build it, and I didn't think about it until like this year. I was like, wait a minute, somebody already built this kit. I got it when somebody had stripped the paint off of it, and they'd already built it once. I was like, why the hell should I enjoy it myself? Don't build it. Get the heck out of here. So this thing is just about done. As you can see, unlike usual, I have the brake master cylinder in there. I still have to paint it. It's just making sure that it fit the way I wanted it to. This thing, just to recap, is the MPC 1977 Pontiac Ventura. One of those kits that came out annually where they upgraded whatever little bits that happened over the next year, from year model to year model. This has the MPC or AMT 69 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 W30 Hurst, whatever, chassis underneath it, chosen because of the wheelbase matching mostly with this car, and the pivoting wheels. As you can see there, I can pose the wheels any way I want to. And this car, it didn't take me that long to build it. The reason it took me so long to complete it is, well, first off, other things would come along and I'd kind of focus on something else. Also had to wait on parts to come in, and not wanting to screw up a vintage kit on the grand stage of YouTube, with people already telling me, don't build that thing. But I had a lot of fun with this car. I'm still having fun with it, and I'm enjoying taking pictures and showing it off. I'll put up still pictures of the underside and everything, or I might turn it over, who knows. A little bit of work went into this. I'll put pictures of it. As I said in the last video, the front wheels on this don't, the wheelbase or the wheel width doesn't fit exactly straight out of the box from the Oldsmobile to this guy. So I did space out the front wheels so they'll sit here underneath the fenders, but further out instead of being way tucked underneath like it was when I first started this deal. Also put brake rotors and calipers in there because it was an opportunity to do that, and that's part of the reason why I'm not putting not gluing these wheels on, so I can pull them off every once in a while and look at it, because that's what I do. One thing I'm proud of is this engine. I don't usually go into that much detail with my engines too often, but this deal, it's the 68 Firebird 400 power plant, but it's got a 400 transmission, an automatic transmission made it to the back of it. I actually cut it off, and I think the transmission is from Competition Resins. That is under there, and then this carburetor, I'm actually pretty proud of this as well. I'll put some pictures up about this as well. This is a resin carburetor that I had in my part stash. I don't remember where I got it from. I've added fuel lines, throttle linkage, and cable, return spring. Nothing to really write home about, but it's there. It's got a Morgan Automotive Detail HEI distributor, solder covered in rubber for the radiator hose, and electric fan. That's where that power cord is there. That goes to the electric fan, which is hidden, but of course I know it's there, so I had to put it on there, otherwise my brain would have bothered me. And the story behind this car is it's supposed to be a viewer of the KBCC garage. Gabriella brought this car in. It belonged to her husband's grandmother, and he inherited it, or she gave it to him, and he was working hard to get the street strip car that he dreamed of, but he wasn't able to do it in the time that he wanted to. So she brought it to the shop, had Mark Atwood, Jesse, and all the rest of them work on it to get it done faster for him. And this is the product. Just gonna put the hood back on. There it is, with the hood on. It's with the hood on. My goal was to get this thing so that it didn't need a hole in the hood, so luckily I accomplished that goal. The color of this thing is a Hampstead green Duplicolor with a Duplicolor 1K clear. I'm loving the way this thing looks. It came out really well in my opinion. And I had said on Facebook, Jason of the Blue Ox Model Shop put on a Street Machine group build. I didn't know if this qualified for it since I had already started it last year. And every time I thought to try and get in contact with him to find out if I could place this in it, I forgot about it, and in the meanwhile I was still building it. So this is kind of, I guess, my spirit entry into the Street Machine group build. So honestly, I probably should have, if I qualified for it, put it in there and got this as part of it. But as a sort of tribute, I put his shop card in the back of it. Well, that's about all that I have for today for this. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing.